Currently, I'm going through a somewhat fearful moment in my life, just a temporary moment. Tomorrow, I'm going to have to wake up at around 3:30 a.m. and head towards my first marathon. I'm underprepared. I don't know what to expect. I've done some studying and planning, but I know it isn't perfect. And so I am filled with a lot of fear of what could happen, of injuries I could sustain, of the shame I could face if I don't finish, on and on and on. All these different fears I have. And so in this video today, what I want to do is take a fundamentally different look at how we associate and how we deal with fear. And hopefully by the end of it, you can take away some ideas. The first is that we tend to have this relationship with fear where we try to suppress, repress, or eliminate it, where we try to just get rid of it or create conditions where fear wouldn't exist in the first place. We use alcohol, we use avoidance, all these different things to not feel the feeling of fear. Yet when you look at the people who are great public speakers, the ones who are doing things that we normally wouldn't do or we would be afraid to do, they still say that they feel a lot of fear. They feel a lot of nervousness and anxiety just the same as we do. Yet they're doing it with the fear, not in spite of it, not despite it, not trying to eliminate it. They're doing this, they're engaging with the entire thing with fear, that it becomes an additive to the entire context and the entire experience, not something that is pulling away. So something we get to work on is to change our relationship with fear as not something we should seek out to eliminate, but something that we should figure out how to work with and actually change this relationship. So the relationship I think that would be more productive for us, that would work in our favor and serve us, would be a relationship with fear where we use it as a signal. As fear is a development of our reptilian brain, the amygdala and all the primitive areas of our brain before our prefrontal cortex, it's innate. It's not going anywhere. Every time we do something, it's going to be there. And something it is always pushing for and fighting for is homeostasis. It's a good thing because it keeps us safe. It also helps us conserve energy. It helped us in times where we needed it. So it's a very good thing, and it is something that we needed. Yet when you're doing a presentation and you have a goal and you want to help people, having that lead you, having that be controlling you is not going to serve anyone. And so the relationship we need to change that to is one where it serves as a signal for important work, that it signals a departure from homeostasis, that we're doing something that we're growing. We're doing something that we're not commonly doing, that we're doing something differently, and that has the potential for being forward motion. And the relationship that we develop, I think it's like one of those, it's similar to exposure therapy, where you take on smaller fears, smaller and smaller, or small fears, and then you take on larger and larger fears. And this has been my personal experience, where things that used to be very scary for me, very fearful for me, I still engage with today, or I'm able to engage with those because my capacity for doing stuff with fear in me is increased. That capacity has increased, not the diminishment of fear or the avoidance of fear. So let's understand that fear is a very important aspect of our lives, that it plays a very important role. And just like any other motive or emotional driver that we have innate within us, it wouldn't be right for us to suppress it or try to eliminate it. It plays a vital role, it plays an important role. Our goal is to change how we understand it and how we work with it. It's not something to be avoided, it's not something to be eliminated. It's something that we have to use as almost a compass. That if we aren't feeling fear, we aren't moving, we aren't making meaningful forward motion. All right, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.